What if I told you that one of the sweetest fruits many people believe is a miracle for aging could actually harm your health if eaten the wrong way? Yes, I'm talking about papaya. For decades, papaya has been celebrated as the fruit of longevity. Many seniors eat it daily, believing it helps with digestion, clears the intestines, keeps the skin glowing, and even sharpens the eyes. And to be fair, papaya truly does offer remarkable benefits. But here's the truth few people realize. If you eat it the wrong way, papaya can actually harm your body and even work against you. The same fruit that can heal can also quietly disrupt digestion, interfere with medication, or throw your nutrient balance off, all depending on how you handle it. What's dangerous isn't anything complicated. It's the small, everyday habits we rarely think twice about. And as we age, especially after 60, our bodies become more sensitive. The digestive system slows down, nutrient absorption changes, and even a tiny mistake in what or how we eat can make the difference between feeling strong and feeling drained. In today's video, I'll share with you 6 common mistakes people over 60 often make when eating papaya, and how to enjoy this wonderful fruit safely while still getting every bit of its goodness. But before we start, take a quick moment. If you believe that health isn't just about living longer, but living better, with energy, clarity, and a deep understanding of your own body, you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join a community that shares real, practical, and inspiring ways to stay strong, sharp, and full of life at every age. Ready? Let's dive in and uncover the 6 papaya mistakes you'll definitely want to avoid, and how to fix them smartly. Mistake number 1. Throwing away the papaya seeds. Think back to the last time you sliced open a ripe papaya. Chances are you did what most people do. Scooped out all those shiny black seeds and tossed them straight into the trash. It seems harmless, but in reality, you just threw away one of the most valuable parts of the fruit. What modern nutritionists call nature's tiny medicine capsules for the digestive and immune systems. Papaya seeds may look unappealing, but they're packed with papain, a natural enzyme that breaks down protein into forms your body can easily absorb. For older adults, stomach acid and digestive enzymes naturally decline with age, which makes it harder to digest meat and protein-rich foods. Just a few papaya seeds, chewed well after a meal, can greatly support digestion, reduce bloating, and help your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. Studies also show that papaya seeds contain natural antibacterial and antiparasitic compounds that can fight harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella. They're also rich in oleic and palmitic fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and support heart and joint health. And here's something even more interesting. Papaya seeds are loaded with antioxidants, especially flavonoids and phenolic compounds, which help neutralize free radicals, one of the main causes of cellular aging. For seniors, regularly consuming small amounts can help improve blood vessel flexibility, reduce fatigue, and even boost memory. However, even natural remedies can turn harmful if misused. Papaya seeds contain a small amount of a compound called benzyl isothiocyanate, which, in excess, can irritate the liver. So, moderation matters. Start with just 2 to 3 seeds per meal, chew them thoroughly, or grind them and mix with smoothies, yogurt, or salads. Once your body adjusts, you can increase to 5 to 6 seeds per day. No more. If you have chronic liver disease, are taking blood thinners, or are pregnant, avoid papaya seeds altogether. They may interfere with medication or stimulate uterine contractions. One small tip. Papaya seeds have a mildly peppery, bitter taste, a bit like black pepper. If you find them hard to eat, dry them, grind them into a fine powder, and sprinkle just half a teaspoon over your meal. It's enough to get the benefit without the strong flavor. Many people who add this small habit to their routine notice a lighter stomach, better appetite, less bloating, and even improved skin and joint comfort. Small changes, big impact. That's how the body responds when the digestive system starts working right again. And here's the most important part. Not every valuable thing in nature looks beautiful. Sometimes, the most powerful gifts are the ones we've been throwing away all along. So don't forget about papaya seeds. They're not waste. They're a tiny but mighty part of nature's healing design for a body that's slowing down with age. Start small. Keep a few seeds, chew them well, and see the difference for yourself. Mistake number 2, eating unripe, green papaya. At first glance, green papaya doesn't look all that different from the ripe one. It's the same fruit, just not yet turned golden. Many people believe that eating it green is even better because it's crunchier, less sweet, and great for weight control. But in truth, this is one of the most common hidden mistakes that make older adults' stomachs cry for help. Papaya's fame comes from its enzyme papain, known for aiding digestion by breaking down proteins. However, in unripe papaya, the amount of papain is 10 to 15 times higher than in ripe fruit. For younger, healthy stomachs, that might not be a big deal. But for anyone over 60, when the stomach lining becomes thinner and more sensitive, that concentrated enzyme can cause serious irritation. When you eat green papaya, papain doesn't just digest your food. It can also start to damage the stomach's protective lining, leading to burning sensations, bloating, acid reflux, or even stomach cramps. Some people experience diarrhea, nausea, or trouble sleeping due to intestinal irritation. For those with a history of gastritis or ulcers, eating green papaya regularly is like pouring salt on an open wound. There's more. Green papaya contains natural latex, the milky sap the tree uses to protect itself from insects. This latex can trigger allergic reactions in some people, especially those who are sensitive to bananas, kiwis, or rubber. Symptoms may include itchy throat, swollen lips, skin rashes, or in more serious cases, dizziness or difficulty breathing. And for pregnant women, the danger is even greater. In traditional medicine, unripe papaya was once used to stimulate uterine contractions, meaning that eating large amounts could potentially lead to miscarriage or preterm labor. While that's rare today, it's a reminder of how powerful and unpredictable this fruit can be when eaten too early. If you've brought home a green papaya, pause before slicing it open. Don't rush it. Let it ripen naturally at room temperature until the skin turns yellow. It gives slightly to pressure near the stem and gives off a light, sweet fragrance. That's when the enzymes have mellowed to safe levels and the natural sugars are at their best. Want to speed up the process safely? Place the papaya in a paper bag with a banana. The natural ethylene gas from the banana will help it ripen faster without losing nutrients. But never use heat or chemicals to force it. That can destroy the vitamins and leave too much papain active. And don't fall for the idea that green means cooling. For an aging body, cool isn't always good, especially when it comes with strong enzymes and plant latex. What your body truly needs is balance. Food that's gentle, digestible, and easy on your stomach and liver. In short, papaya offers its full benefits only when it's fully ripe, soft, fragrant, and free of latex. At that stage, papain is at a safe level to help digestion, while antioxidants peak to protect your heart, skin, and immune system. So remember, unripe papaya isn't the healthier version. It's simply a fruit that isn't ready to heal you yet. Give it time to ripen, and give your body the respect it deserves to absorb the best of what nature has to offer. Now, let's move on to the next mistake. One that many people never think about: eating papaya too close to your medication. Mistake number 3. Eating papaya with medication. Papaya is a favorite among older adults. Soft, sweet, easy to digest, soothing for the liver, and rich in vitamins. But here's something most people never consider. Papaya can interact with your medications. Eating it at the wrong time or too frequently while on treatment can reduce your medicine's effect or even trigger side effects. It sounds surprising because fruits are supposed to be harmless, right? But papaya isn't just sugar and fiber. It contains two powerful active compounds, papain and vitamin K, the quiet culprits behind why some people take their pills faithfully but see no improvement. For those taking blood thinners like warfarin, vitamin K in papaya can reduce the medication's effect, causing blood to clot more easily. That means a higher risk of stroke or thrombosis. On the other hand, papain can enhance the effect of anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen or corticosteroids, irritating the stomach lining and increasing the risk of ulcers or internal bleeding, problems that older adults are already prone to. Papaya also has a mild laxative effect. Eating it right after taking medication can make food and medicine pass through your intestines too quickly, before your body absorbs the full dose. Slow-release medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions may then become less effective. Doctors have even reported cases of patients whose blood pressure spiked or blood sugar fluctuated, not because they skipped their meds, but simply because they ate papaya right after taking them. The good news? This can be easily avoided with a few simple habits. Don't eat papaya within 2 hours before or after taking your medication. If you're on blood thinners, limit papaya to 1 to 2 small servings, about 1 cup each, per week. When you reintroduce it, pay attention to how your body feels. If you notice fatigue, bruising, dizziness, or digestive discomfort, stop and talk to your doctor. Also, avoid supplements containing papain extract if you're on medication. These concentrated forms are much stronger than fresh fruit and can amplify drug effects unpredictably. After 60, the body doesn't adapt as quickly as it used to. Even small changes can have big consequences. So give your body time to process each nutrient and each medicine separately. Papaya can still be part of your diet, just at the right time and in moderation. Remember, even the healthiest foods can become harmful when combined carelessly. Understanding timing, balance, and listening to your body are the simplest ways to enjoy papaya's sweetness safely, without putting your health at risk. Papaya isn't the problem. Our habits are. Change one small thing, and you'll help your medications do their job, while keeping your body in steady, lasting balance. Mistake number 4. Thinking the more you eat, the better. Once people discover how good papaya is for digestion, liver health, and skin, many make it a daily routine. A plate in the morning, a smoothie in the afternoon, a few slices after dinner. They believe that the more they eat, the healthier they'll be. But that habit can easily turn papaya from a healing food into a cause of bloating, fatigue, and even digestive upset. Papaya is indeed packed with nutrients. 1 cup, about 5 ounces, provides nearly 100% of your daily vitamin C, over 30% of vitamin A, and plenty of antioxidants and fiber. But your body can't process unlimited amounts, especially as you get older. For seniors, digestion naturally slows down. The stomach produces less acid and fewer enzymes, meaning food takes longer to break down. When you eat too much papaya, especially multiple times a day, the excess fiber and papain enzyme can overstimulate your stomach, leading to gas, cramping, nausea, or diarrhea. Some even mistake this for food poisoning when, in fact, their stomach is simply overwhelmed. The effects go beyond the intestines. Too much papain can increase stomach acid, aggravate acid reflux or ulcers, and put extra stress on the liver. For anyone with liver issues, Constant papaya consumption forces the liver to work harder to process enzymes and carotenoids, eventually causing fatigue and loss of appetite. There's another hidden effect. Papaya's bright orange color comes from beta-carotene. When consumed in excess, your body can't convert it all, causing the skin, especially the palms, soles, and even the whites of the eyes, to turn slightly yellow. This harmless condition, called carotenemia, often alarms people because it looks like jaundice. Fortunately, it fades after a few days of stopping papaya. Still, it's a gentle reminder. Even the healthiest foods have limits. Some also believe that eating large amounts of papaya lowers blood sugar, fights inflammation, or improves heart health. So they replace vegetables or even full meals with it. That's dangerous. Papaya doesn't provide enough protein, fat, or minerals to replace a balanced meal. Over time, this kind of one-dimensional eating can lead to muscle loss, fatigue, and nutrient deficiencies. The ideal amount for older adults is about 1 small cup per serving, 4 to 5 times a week, not every single day. Your body needs time to rest, absorb, and rebalance enzymes. If you start noticing stomach growling, heartburn, fatigue, or a yellowish tint to your skin, those are signs you've gone too far. Here's a simple tip. If you love papaya, rotate it with other fruits like apples, pears, or dragon fruit. This keeps digestion stable and ensures nutritional variety. Remember, health isn't about how much you eat, but how wisely you eat. A modest serving of papaya is a tonic. 3 or 4 cups a day turn it into a burden for your liver and stomach. Like any good thing, the key is moderation and awareness of what your body truly needs. In short, don't make papaya an everyday must-have supplement. Let it stay what it was meant to be. A light, refreshing joy that your body appreciates, not resists. Now, let's move on to the next mistake. One that seems small, but can turn papaya from a healthy fruit into a breeding ground for bacteria. Improper storage. Mistake number 5. Storing papaya the wrong way. Papaya is soft, juicy, and delicate, which makes it spoil faster than most fruits. If stored incorrectly, it can quickly become the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. Many people cut papaya ahead of time and leave it out on the counter or in the fridge all day, thinking, "I'll eat it later." But after just a few hours at room temperature, that innocent-looking plate can be full of bacteria that cause digestive problems. Because papaya is high in both sugar and moisture, bacteria multiply fast. Once the skin is cut, the protective barrier is gone, and the fruit's surface is exposed to air, knives, and hands. After 2 hours, bacteria begin to grow rapidly. After 4 hours, contamination levels can become high enough to cause stomach pain or diarrhea, especially for older adults with weaker immune systems. Common culprits include E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria, all of which can cause serious food poisoning. The best prevention? Proper storage. For whole papayas, keep them at room temperature until the skin turns yellow and gives off a mild, sweet aroma. Once ripe, transfer them to the refrigerator. They'll stay fresh for about 5 to 7 days. For cut papaya, place it immediately into a clean, airtight container. Glass is best. And store it in the fridge. Eat it within 2 to 3 days at most. Even if it looks fine, don't keep it longer. Before cutting, rinse the entire fruit under running water for at least 30 seconds to remove dirt, bacteria, and pesticide residue. Always use a separate knife and cutting board for fruit, never the same one used for raw meat or seafood. Papaya also absorbs odors easily, so don't store it near strong-smelling foods like onions or fish. If you need to store it longer, you can freeze ripe papaya by cutting it into chunks, sealing them in freezer-safe bags, and storing them in the freezer. Frozen papaya works well in smoothies or cooking, but once thawed, it becomes soft and loses its fresh texture. So don't plan to eat it plain. Many people, trying not to waste food, leave cut papaya in the fridge for a week before finishing it. But after age 60, even one wrong meal can drain your energy and upset your digestion. Signs that papaya has gone bad are easy to spot. A sour smell, mushy texture, darker color, or liquid seeping out. When that happens, don't hesitate, throw it away. A simple rule worth remembering: the sooner you eat papaya, after cutting it, the safer and more nutritious it is. The longer it sits, the fewer nutrients remain, and the more bacteria grow. Papaya is a wonderful gift from nature, but only when it's kept clean, cool, and fresh. Treat proper storage as part of your self-care, not as an inconvenience. Sometimes, it's the small kitchen habits that make the biggest difference to your health and energy. In short, don't let a fruit this good turn against you because of a few careless habits. Safe papaya eating means washing it well, storing it cold, eating it fresh, and never hesitating to discard what's spoiled. That's one of the simplest, most powerful ways to protect your health. Mistake number 6: ignoring the signs of an allergy. Most people think papaya is completely safe, sweet, soft, natural, harmless. But for some people, especially older adults, papaya can trigger serious allergic reactions. And the problem comes from the very thing that makes papaya seem so magical: the enzyme papain. Papain is the enzyme that helps papaya support digestion and reduce bloating by breaking down proteins. But for sensitive individuals, this same enzyme can provoke an immune response. The body starts to see it as a threat. The first symptoms can be subtle: an itchy mouth, a burning throat, tingling on the lips, or mild rashes. Because they pass quickly, most people ignore them, assuming they just ate an unripe fruit or had a bit of indigestion. But over time, repeated exposure can make the reaction worse, and eventually, it can turn into a full-blown allergy. Some people experience bloating, stomach pain, nausea, or dizziness within 30 minutes of eating papaya. That's not poor digestion. That's your body warning you. In more serious cases, it can cause swollen lips, itchy throat, hives, difficulty breathing, or even anaphylaxis, a life-threatening allergic shock that requires emergency treatment. The danger is that older adults often mistake these symptoms for something else. Thinking stomach pain is due to weak digestion, fatigue is from blood pressure, or rashes are from the weather. The only way to know for sure is to listen to your body and note how it reacts every time you eat. If symptoms keep recurring, stop eating papaya and talk to your doctor. Papain is also known to cause cross-reactions with latex and certain fruits like bananas, kiwis, pineapples, and figs. That means if you've ever felt itchy or swollen after eating those fruits, you're more likely to react to papaya too, a fact most people don't realize. And it's not just eating papaya. Even contact with the milky sap of unripe papaya can irritate the skin, especially for those with sensitive skin. If you've ever felt itchy or burning while peeling papaya, that's a mild allergic reaction from contact. Some people also react to dietary supplements that contain papain extracts, often labeled as digestive or anti-inflammatory aids. If you've ever had a reaction to papaya, avoid these products completely to prevent a recurrence. So what should you do if you suspect an allergy? Stop eating papaya for at least 2 weeks, then reintroduce a very small amount to confirm if symptoms return. Keep a food diary to track reactions and identify patterns. See your doctor. Allergy testing can confirm the exact cause. If you've ever experienced a severe reaction, like throat swelling, dizziness, or shortness of breath, avoid papaya completely and carry an antihistamine prescribed by your physician. Papaya allergies aren't extremely common, but they're not rare either. The real problem is that most people don't recognize them because papaya has such a healthy reputation. But every body is different. What's healing for one person may be harmful to another, especially when the immune system and digestion naturally weaken with age. The most important thing is this: never ignore your body's small signals. An itchy throat, a rash, a stomach ache. They're your body's way of saying, something's not right. Sometimes, living well isn't about eating more. It's about knowing when to stop. If you ever feel unwell, uncomfortable, or notice unusual reactions after eating papaya, don't push through it. Pause, listen, and adjust. True health doesn't come from eating everything that's good for you. It comes from understanding what's right for your own body. Papaya can be one of nature's most wonderful gifts, or a hidden source of trouble. It all depends on how you treat it. The 6 mistakes you've just learned about aren't meant to scare you, but to help you understand your body better. Eat smarter, and make the most of what this amazing fruit has to offer. With just a few simple changes, not eating it green, not overdoing it, avoiding it with medications, storing it safely, and paying attention to your body's reactions, you can turn papaya into a natural remedy that supports smooth digestion, glowing skin, deeper sleep, and steady energy every day. Remember, healthy aging isn't about strict diets or deprivation. It's about mindfulness, small, wise choices that make your body thank you instead of fight you. Sometimes, a few slices of ripe papaya, enjoyed at the right time, can do more good than any expensive supplement. If you found something helpful in today's video, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever had a reaction to papaya? Or maybe you've found your own way to enjoy it safely? Share your story in the comments. Your experience might help someone else stay healthier tomorrow. And if you'd like more simple, science-based tips for staying strong, clear-minded, and full of life after 60, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Every day, we share practical insights that can truly change the way you feel, so you can not only live longer, but live better, happier, and healthier. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Let's keep walking this journey together. The journey of health, understanding, and the quiet joy of living well every single day.